Good morning to all of you, and welcome to Cafemutual Ideas Fest. So, friends, let me start with a very simple observation, which is every distributor in this room operates in the same industry. However, the outcomes are very different, though each one of us works equally hard. Okay, so today I'm going to try and share my views on what makes the difference. What is it that top advisors do, which other advisors should follow? So, friends, we work in the same markets, we deal with the same AMCs, we deal with the same products, we sell the same products, we operate in the same community. In spite of that, like I said, the outcomes are very, very different. Some of us struggle, some of us survive, some of us thrive. Some of us build an AUM of 500 crores, and some of us build an AUM of only 5 crores, struggle to build an AUM of 5 crores. So why is that? Like I said, it's not products, it is behavior. So today I will talk about 8 behaviors which separate the top 10% from the rest. The first one is trust. Very, very important. Clients rarely leave because of one bad year. They leave when the confidence breaks. Okay. During market corrections, investors are not looking for the smartest advisor. They're seeking reassurance. Performance may attract clients, but trust is what keeps them with you. So, consistency beats brilliance. You need predictable reliability. So, whether it is answering queries regularly or rather immediately, or doing reviews, or there should be regularity, there should be predictable, because boring habits build extraordinary AUM. The average advisor talks about products. The great advisor discusses life goals, education, retirement, peace of mind. Nobody wakes up in the night wanting a mid-cap fund, but everyone wakes up awake seeking financial security. And that is what you can give them. So focus on goals, focus on life, don't focus so much on products. Don't discuss products. Okay. In bull markets, optimism is rewarded. In bull markets, optimism gets rewarded. In bear markets, composure is rewarded. And your clients follow your example. If you stay calm, they stay calm. If you panic, they panic. If you ask them to stay invested, they're very likely to stay invested. So, very, very important, retain composure. So, many advisors work very hard, they put in a lot of effort, but sometimes it's not backed up by enough organizational ability. It is not backed up by enough systems. They rely on their memories to do things. So, successful advisors build systems, whether it is for onboarding, whether it is for reviews, whether it is for follow-ups, whether it is for communication. Heroics impress, systems compound your business. When there is a sharp downturn in the markets, the first tendency, let us face it, is to avoid difficult conversations with our clients, right or wrong? Right? So, the top advisors reach out before panic begins, and average advisors respond after panic begins. And who is the investor most likely to trust? The one who reaches out first. So, because in moments of uncertainty, the first voice becomes the trusted voice. So trying to serve everyone in the market, according to me, is suboptimal. If you're trying to serve everyone, you cannot serve, you're serving no one. It's only very, very large organizations which have the resources to serve all segments. But look around you. Let's take the example of food business. Give me the name of one hotel restaurant chain which does everything, which does Chinese, Mexican, fast food, coffee, everything. You can't think of one. Okay? But when you think of McDonald's, you think of fast food. When you think of Domino's, you think of burgers. When you think of Bougies, which is becoming very popular here, you think of a smart cafe. When you think of Starbucks, you think of quality coffee. So no one has grown their business by trying to be everything to everyone. It's just not possible. Specialization creates authority. When you serve specific segments, doctors, businessmen, professionals, retired, you create a sound business, you create a rich business for yourself. I have 30 years back, I had the fortune of traveling to the US and seeing some of the advisors there at work. I was taken to a very small town in Massachusetts and went to this office, which was on the 20th floor or something of a multi-storied building. I met a couple of advisors there, and they looked very relaxed. So I asked them, what's your business? Who do you serve? So I was amazed to hear their answer. They were not just serving medical practitioners. They were not just serving dentists. They were serving dentists who specialized in cosmetic surgery. Can you believe that? Okay, and they had a thriving business. How were they growing their business? They knew the business of these cosmetic surgeons inside out, cosmetic dentistry inside out. They would attend all their conferences, and the networking that they had, because of the fact that they understood the requirements, the underlying business of these people so well, they had developed deep in roots into the business. They were getting referrals so often. So when you have niche, you are actually able to develop a more solid business. The most successful advisors think in decades. The impatient advisor is looking to get the client to sign up and give him the next form in the very first meeting. It takes time to win over clients. It takes time for them to gain confidence to you. It doesn't happen in a single meeting. It happens over a period of time. So compounding works here in this business also. So let me summarize. What we are talking about is 8 behavioral factors which make a great advisor different from an average advisor. Trust, consistency, conversations, calm, systems, proactivity, niche, and patience. Success is built quietly. It is like this picture shows, built brick by brick through repeated small actions every day. It's not created in big moments. The wonderful thing is, does this behavioral pattern require any brilliance, any kind of sharp intelligence? No. All it requires is discipline. I just want to ask you to reflect upon this question. If your AUM doubled every year, what would you change today? People don't buy schemes. They buy ideas, they buy confidence. So you should be the advisor that the client calls first. Don't be the advisor that the client compares you badly with someone else. So they buy the feeling that someone is responsible for them. Be the advisor clients call first, not the ones they compare later. Thank you so much.